Welcome to True Terror Tales. Tonight we bring you two spine-chilling stories that will leave you questioning reality. First, we'll explore the haunting legend of Crimson Hollow, a forest cursed by a vengeful spirit. Then, we'll uncover the dark history of Blackwood Manor's cursed mirror, an artifact tied to a series of unexplained deaths. Are these terrifying tales fact or fiction? Stay with us until the end to find out. Crimson Hollow was a town shrouded in mystery, hidden deep in the Appalachian Mountains. Its eerie silence and the dense forest surrounding it gave the place a foreboding air. Locals rarely spoke of the town's dark history, fearing that even mentioning it would awaken the Red Widow, a vengeful spirit said to haunt the woods. The story dates back to 1883 when Margaret Ashcroft, an herbalist, was accused of witchcraft after a series of failed crops and strange deaths among livestock. Desperate for answers, the townsfolk turned their anger toward Margaret. One moonless night, they dragged her into the woods and set her ablaze. As the flames consumed her, Margaret cursed the town, vowing that its soil would forever drink the blood of its residents. Over the decades, the curse seemed to hold true. People vanished in the woods, and mysterious accidents claimed the lives of many. Witnesses often reported seeing a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes in the forest. The air would turn icy, and a faint, acrid smell of burning wood would linger. In 1985, a group of teenagers, emboldened by alcohol and curiosity, decided to test the legend. They ventured into the woods on Halloween night, armed with flashlights and a tape recorder. They found the supposed site of Margaret's execution, a clearing marked by blackened tree stumps and dead foliage. As they set up the tape recorder, the wind picked up, carrying faint whispers that seemed to call their names. One of the teens, Sarah, claimed she saw a woman standing just beyond the tree line, watching them. Her friends laughed it off, thinking it was a prank. But when Sarah's flashlight flickered and went out, panic set in. The group decided to leave, but as they turned back, they saw the glowing red eyes. A chilling laugh echoed through the trees and Sarah screamed. When her friends turned to help, she was gone. Her flashlight lay on the ground, its beam pointing toward the tree line. Search parties scoured the woods for days, but Sarah was never found. The other teens claimed they heard her calling for help, but her voice always came from a different direction. Locals believe the Red Widow claimed another victim, and to this day, no one dares enter Crimson Hollow after dark. Blackwood Manor stood as a decaying relic of a bygone era, its once grand halls now silent and foreboding. In its heyday, the mansion was home to the Harrington family, wealthy industrialists who prided themselves on their collection of rare artifacts. The crown jewel of their collection was an ornate Venetian mirror, gifted to them by a mysterious art dealer in 1892. The mirror was beautiful, with a gilded frame intricately carved with grotesque faces and swirling patterns. But from the moment it arrived, strange occurrences began. The youngest Harrington daughter, Evelyn, was the first to notice. She claimed to see a woman in the mirror dressed in black and whispering her name. Her family dismissed it as childish imagination until Evelyn's behavior grew erratic. Evelyn would wake up screaming, her eyes wide with terror, insisting that the woman in the glass wanted to take her away. One night, she was found lifeless in front of the mirror, her face frozen in a silent scream. Her family, horrified, covered the mirror with a black cloth and locked the room, but the deaths didn't stop. Over the years, anyone who dared to uncover the mirror reported unsettling experiences. A maid claimed she saw her own reflection smile at her when she wasn't smiling. Another said she felt a cold hand on her shoulder as she cleaned the room, though no one else was there. By the 1960s, the Harrington lineage had died out, and the manor was abandoned. The mirror remained, collecting dust until a team of paranormal investigators arrived in 1997. They hoped to capture evidence of the supernatural. What they found was far more than they bargained for. The lead investigator, Michael, reported seeing faces in the mirror that weren't his own. At one point, his camera stopped working, though its battery was fully charged. Footage from another investigator's camera showed faint movements within the mirror, shadows twisting and turning as if alive. The team left the manor shaken, but Michael couldn't let it go. Days after the investigation, he returned alone, determined to solve the mystery. He was never seen again. His camera was found outside the manor, but the tape inside was blank. Locals now consider the manor and its cursed mirror a place of evil. Though boarded up and locked away, the mirror continues to haunt those who dare to speak its name. Now that you've heard both stories, which one do you believe is true? Is it the haunting legend of Crimson Hollow, with its vengeful spirit preying on those who dare enter the woods? Or the cursed mirror of Blackwood Manor, with its dark history of unexplained deaths and disappearances? Here's the truth. Story 1 is a work of fiction, inspired by Appalachian folklore. But Story 2 is based on real accounts from paranormal investigators who explored Blackwood Manor in the late 1990s.